book always fell open to the same page. I'd picked it up for $1 at a garage sale. A water-stained paperback with a cracked spine and a forgettable title. But page 62 was different. In the margin, written in shaky blue ink, were the words, "I hid the key behind the loose brick in the fireplace. Forgive me." It didn't feel like a doodle or a joke. It felt urgent. I told myself to ignore it, but the thought gnawed at me for days. Finally, I traced the name scribbled on the inside cover. Arthur Wills. Arthur was gone, I learned. An elderly man, recently passed. His daughter was packing up his house when I knocked, the cardboard boxes stacked like monuments to a life winding down. When I mentioned the fireplace, I expected confusion, or worse, anger. Instead, her face went pale. She led me into the den, a room that smelled of dust and cold ashes, and there it was, one brick that shifted under my hand. Behind it, a small, rusty key. The key opened a battered lockbox on the top shelf of his closet. Inside wasn't money or treasure, but a stack of letters, tied with a faded ribbon. They were love letters, written during the war, addressed to someone who wasn't his wife. His daughter read them in silence, her hands trembling, the words carving open a wound that had been waiting for decades. Tears slid down her cheeks. But they weren't angry tears. "He was always so sad," she whispered, her voice breaking. "We never knew why. Now he's finally explained." I left her with the letters. That truth belonged to her, not me. Back home, I set the book on my shelf. That night, it fell open again, this time to a blank page. And as I watched, new words bloomed across the paper in the same shaky blue ink. "Thank you."